High frequency versus low frequency. What are you even talking about? This is something that everybody experiences, but you have to be aware enough to know the state of mind that you're in. And the things that you do will put you in a certain state of mind, either high, neutral, or low frequency. So if you go to Google and look up human frequency chart, it's going to have a pyramid. I think it's a pyramid or some shape like that. It's a hierarchy of words. And at the top, which is high frequency, there's going to be words like enlightenment and joy. And at the bottom, there's going to be words like fear, guilt, and desire. So let's talk about what those words mean and the state of mind that it puts you in. Let's start off with low frequency. Also, porn is at low frequency. So anybody that's watched porn, you know how you feel after, and it's not good. We call that low frequency. High frequency would be after a gym session. That state of mind after or during. It's pure optimism, and it's the opposite of low frequency. It's high frequency, and it's a great spot to be in. That's a spot that you want to aim for most of the day or most of your life. You're going to fall into low frequency, but the point is to get out of it and understand where you are when you're in low frequency and how to get out of it. Low frequency, fear. When you actually think about the state of mind you're in when you're in fear or guilt after watching porn, even desire, all of these words correlate to a low frequency state of mind and makes you very short-term minded, and you don't feel good at all. Let's think about desire. Let's say I want $100 million. I'm thinking about it. I want the 100 million. I want it. In my head, by default, since I don't have that thing that I want, and I'm in a state of mind where I'm missing something that can put the pieces together of the puzzle and fill it, by default, I'm unhappy. By default, I'm in low frequency. Now let's think about high frequency. Enlightenment, joy. How do you feel after you do a gym session? Maybe you're just going for a drive with the music on. You're going for a walk in nature. Dorian Yates talks about these negative ions that the body produces. He was a pro bodybuilder, retired now, obviously, if you looked him up. Like 60 or 70 now, but talks about negative ions being produced. And to me, it's a very simple thing. You don't have to think of what the fuck is a negative ion. They get produced when you're in nature, sunlight, grass, sand, the beach. Think about how your overall well-being. It increases your overall well-being when you're outside versus inside and you've been watching YouTube for 6 hours straight. You don't feel good. It's just a simple awareness. You don't have to know all the science behind it, but when you're inside for a long time, you're like, I want to go outside. When you're outside, your quality and your overall well-being has increased. So that's negative ions for you. You could look it up if you really want to know the science behind it. But I wanted to put this video out because it's something that I use for probably a year now. I've always been very aware of where I am in my state of mind. I always knew during a workout and after a workout is the most euphoric and enlightenment and optimistic I'm gonna be. So, but this confirmed it. Even the word desire really stuck out to me. Where a lot of people are chasing something, and yes, it's good. But I think you have to understand, especially when it comes to money, is that it's just this thing that you need to do. this thing that is required to get certain things, just the necessities, but then there's extra stuff. Cars, the bigger house, the vacations, whatever. Watches. I'm not really a watch guy or a jewelry guy, really, but I think it's important to understand that once you get the money, cool. It's not this amazing, my life is changed, because if you're a fat piece of shit with money, it doesn't matter that much. So being in shape is really the number one thing. The money is just extra. It's something you have to do. It happens in the background. So look up the human frequency chart. Really try and be aware of the state of mind you're in when you do certain things. So, for example, I'm going to say it again. Watching YouTube for multiple hours. How do you feel after? How do you feel in the beginning? Maybe the first video is good, first 2 videos is good. Eventually the dose wears off of wanting to do that thing. And then you go to the next thing, or you go outside. So be aware when you go to the gym. How do you feel after? Or during? Or going to the gym? Probably, if you've lifted long enough, you know those are the best moments in life, really. I mean, I haven't had kids yet, or that whole family thing, but the weightlifting is really a special moment that you can get throughout the week, the dose of it throughout the week. And it puts you into high frequency, and the dose wears off, but then you can weightlift again. It shoots you up again. The dose will slowly wear off. But, and then you can think about, okay, if I weightlift in the morning or midday, then I can get that effect throughout the day. If I weightlift at night, then I don't really have it for the rest of the day. But that's not necessary. I think the human frequency chart, understanding your state of mind, understanding what puts you in low and high frequency, so that the time that you do spend on Earth, you can make the most of it, basically. So that's it for this one.